What's up, tankers, and welcome to another Armor Warfare review and gameplay video. Today's video we're gonna be talking about the Polish tier 10 tank destroyer, the Wilk XC-8. Now the Wilk is a Rosomach hull with a commercial XC-8 turret in reality, and unlike the preview turret, it can mount a bigger gun. What gun is that? It's the 120mm high pressure automatically loaded smoothbore L50, which is capable of firing all standard NATO 120mm ammunition. Now it was developed in 2015, but it's just a prototype. It was unveiled to the public in 2015 during some exposition in Poland and shown again in 2016. This vehicle was also offered to the Polish military, but at that point in October 2016 the Polish army was actually developing other projects such as Anders and the Gepard, and making this future Wilk program and prototypes rather uncertain. So no definitive conclusion about its introduction or rejection was reached yet, and there is no defined place for that kind of vehicle in Polish military. Now in Armor Warfare, this vehicle can be obtained through the Zhangfeng line. Now this line, in my opinion, is full of downfalls and uphills, is full of extremes, full of bad extremes and full of good extremes. For example, you start with this OT Vidra, which is rather bad. I don't know, it has good spotting mechanics and spotting capabilities. It's rather good, it's rather mediocre, I would say, but mediocre is just because at tier 3 there are no other good spotters except the XC. So this is its real competition, which is not called competition, but it is in the game, it is what it is mediocre. Then you can go for the Jarmila, which is rather fun to play, it's really fast, it has like some super fast cannons with bad accuracy but good at close range. Then it goes into this bad extreme, this OT-64 Cobra, which is one of the worst tanks in the in this game. I don't know if it deserves a buff or how it is intended to play, but I tried in different spotting, different setups for these tanks, but it is what it is. It's just bad. Then it goes rather unexpectedly, this Wilk line goes unexpectedly up with this super great tier 6 BVP M2 Sakal. This is the best AFV at tier 6 in my opinion. It's just super OP. It has these ADGMs that can fire and forget. You have troop compartment, you have recon package, it also has some really nice camo, its firepower is insane. So yeah, then you go back to some really bad extreme, again one of the worst tank in the tier 7, worst AFVs in the tier 7, worst tank in the games, the Rosomach at tier 7. You are just armed with a machine gun, with the only good thing about it is just it has pellet rounds, but rather than that, it's just not worth playing it. There are a lot of tier 7 light tanks and AFVs that are simply better than this Rosomach. So yeah, skipping this, we'll go to the next bad tier 8 tank, which is again one of the, I think it's the worst AFV in the tier 8. It's a bit better than the Rosomach because it has the ADGM equipped, but again this vehicle should be downgraded to tier 7 or something, because it does not deserve to be a tier 8. Then we can go again at Anders. The Anders is the tier 9 light tank, the tier 9 Polish light tank. It's the best tier 9 light tank in the game, in my opinion. this moment. I don't know, maybe there are some premium like ZTQ or the new Ghost now in this new battle path, but in my opinion this is the best progression tier 9 light tank vehicle in the game. It has a magazine loader, 6 shells, unmanned turret. It's very good it has very good camo, good spotting abilities. It's decently fast, and I don't know, I have a lot of games in this tank and it's rather my playstyle, so that's why I like it so much. Then of course it goes with the Wilk, the Polish tier 10 tank destroyer. In terms of modification, you can opt for defense, go for the net cage, or you can go for the hard kill APS. What is the difference, you might ask? Is that the QNet cage can block some or reduce the damage of some heat warheads or some ATGMs, or making them rather ineffective when they reach you, but that chance is very slight. It's like, I don't know, it really happened to me like on 5%, 10% of the times when I got hit by heats or ATGMs. So I'd rather go for the most certain defense ability, so the automatic hard kill APS, which blocks the ATGMs 1 per 5 seconds. But this also has some downside, because in terms of charges it has only 4, so you can just block 4 ATGMs, and then the automatic hard kill APS it becomes obsolete. But it's okay at tier 10 if you block 4 ATGMs that are coming through you. That when you are playing a tank destroyer, it means that the game is in a point where the camping is over and there is not much time left. So yeah, this is true. The APS is no longer needed at that point of the game. In terms of ammunition, it comes with a high explosive shell, which I rather don't recommend. Maybe, I don't know, it's just bad. You have the only thing that is worth playing is the Pele on the Pele ammunition on the Wilk, which is what it's known for, what it's renowned for. It is very good. It does damage even upon non-penetration. The partial penetration, which is rather more often than the non-penetration hit, is 250 alpha, which is rather very good. So you don't pen, you have 250. It's, yeah, I would call it insane, but it's okay. And the penetration is 700 millimeters, is very good. The damage is 600, and the Pele runs, as you well know, it has some bonus module damage with 50%, as it writes here in the tooltip, and combined with the Sabrina commander, you can reach some 100% module damage. Never, I don't want to add to this damage that you can also damage the crew, because Sabrina also has some crew damage. So yeah, every shot it's a 100% chance to damage some module of the enemy tanks. The improved autoloader upgrade, which increases the rate of fire by 7%. These are basic upgrades, and the reduced accuracy penalties for firing and traversing. When you traverse your turret, the accuracy doesn't receive a penalty. The universal retrofit, and the bonus to the engine, which is not that big of a difference. It's just the acceleration to the max speed will just get increased by 4 seconds. The max speed being of 106 kilometers per hour. Yes, it is rather fast, as you can see. 106 kilometers per hour is rather fast. It's okay. It's how it is expected to be, because it's a wheeled vehicles. Wheeled vehicles in Armored Warfare are the fastest vehicles in the game. The acceleration to 32 kilometers is also very good, 3.5 seconds almost. So yeah, mediocre, I would say, not good. It's a tank destroyer. It shouldn't meant to be like an AFV and get into top speed very fast. But once it reaches the top speed, it is a fast vehicle. The damage per minute is like almost 10k. 600 alpha with Pele rounds, as you can see. It also comes with a AP rounds with very good penetration, 850. 850 it's decently well for a sniper, but again, you know, AP loses penetration on long distances, so basically at 700 meters you get like 750, almost for 750 penetration, which is not that good for a sniper. So that's why I recommend only using the pellet rounds. I just keep some AP rounds for some close combat penetration shots, I don't know, maybe just in case. And the reload with all the upgrades and the retrofits goes to 3.73 seconds. And in terms of retrofits, I get the rate of fire, which increases my the improved barrel lining, which increases my rate of fire by 12.5%, and also increases accuracy. The camouflage factor, when I stand still, my camouflage will go up by 8%. Combined with Sabrina special abilities, I will get like 44% while standing still. And also I opted for the improved drive just to get more aiming speed and turret traverse, because this thing, the only thing that makes this tank rather a bit bad is its aiming time. But the good news is you can counter this aiming time and get it to 1.6 seconds with this improved drive, aiming speed 10%, and with some crew skills, aim speed improved by 10%. And I also get more. I also opted for the improved turret drive to get more turret traverse. I want to turn my turret very fast. I didn't opt for the binoculars and the optics because I usually want to get them in a combo, get them both, or get none of them. So yeah, I don't want to get either one of them, so I opted for the improved turret drive. So my turret turns very fast. So because basically you're gonna camp with this tank and you want to turn your turret into the whole map, left, right, as fast as possible, and get the sniping out of the enemies. In terms of crew skills, acceleration for the driver in the off-road terrain, and overall accuracy while moving, I don't know, it's just a maybe, it's just in case, and it is there. I opted for it. I got on the gunner even more turret traverse speed by 8%, yes, because the turret is very slow. You will see once you play the Wilk in stock, you will see that the only bad things you'll encounter about it is the aiming speed and the turret traverse. So yeah, do take as much bonuses as you can to counter this handicap of this tank, I would say. But all in all, it's a good tank. I play with Sabrina, as I told you, for the module damage increase for 50% and some crew damage. Crew damage is 6, 6, 12 and 22%, 23% maybe more crew damage. Improved aiming speed, improve a bit, just a slight bit of improved reload speed. This is just here, just to pass through it. Improved turret traverse, some spotting range, and the ability to spot behind foliage. Some camouflage, penalty reduced when firing, and some basic ammo bonus, and some foliage camouflage. So yeah, Sabrina works in my opinion the best with the pellet rounds. So yeah, I went for Sabrina. You can also go for the Vasily Zaitsev if you want some more camouflage, but you yeah, you have enough. You will. The thing is, being a sniper and being a camper, you will have a considerable distance between you and the enemy. So there is no need for more camouflage. And this is, in my opinion, Zaitsev is for going into some key positions and staying there and getting more camo, just not to be spotted and give up that position. So yeah, this is about the stats, this is about the retrofits, this is about the setup for this tank. Now, without further ado, let's get into the gameplay. The map is Onyx, not really a great map for snipers, but I know a few sniping spots here and there, so I guess they would pretty much work out. I know the PV, the bots are spawning that way usually, but this time it was an exception. No bots spawned from that position. Everyone spawned differently and they went into the cap. I'm going here into this tiny bit of hole and start pouring my pellet rounds into the bots. I also get my time to clear out the secondary objectives. As you can see, the reload time is really fast, 3.73 seconds. Another great thing about this tank is that it has the 360 degrees smoke grenades, so you don't have to worry about in which direction you are spotted. You just toss out the smokes and you are completely covered. No gray eye bulbs, no nasty surprises, no nothing. Very good accuracy. Didn't the bots here are still hiding between me and those rocks, so I don't get the chance to get the sniping line of sight. I catch this challenger too, which I can shoot through these wagons here, these damaged wagons here, and put some really nice pellet shots. You can see one shot into the track damages 100% of the enemy track, so you don't have to shoot twice. Maybe, yeah, sometimes twice, but usually it just takes one shot to detract the enemy. Moreover, if it doesn't have bonus to track durability or something like this, and here I'm talking about PvP or the lieutenants and the nasty enemies in PvE. But yes, usually one shot is enough for basic and standard tracks. You detract the enemy, you do your job. Maybe he tosses some repair kit first, and then repairs his track, and another shot, and you can permanently track him there. And he is pretty much a meat bag for you and for your pellet rounds. Look here, the K21 turret blocked. The next Wilk is damaged site. First, here is the Armata. I'm looking for its turret and for its lower plate, but it is tilted now, so I just go for the PL. I missed the shot. I get a bit anxious, nervous, I guess is the word, and he falls back, and then the Sphinx comes. One shot, one wheel damage. The VT has some nasty era on the side, so I cannot pen the era with Pele. First you must damage the era, and then you can pour some shells into him. Here is the PL. I tried to finish off the Bradley, but I was undecided between shooting the PL and the Bradley. So you know what they say, when you go for two enemies at once, you will get none of them, or as it goes to in my country, the saying, two rabbits at once, you get none. The Sphinx comes, one shot, two module damage destroyed. T90 MS again with some nasty era and some nasty armor on the side. I'm actually surprised I hit that, but I guess it's a tier 10 versus tier 10, so yeah, it's actually possible. If I was a tier 9 and he's a superior tier 90 MS like tier 10 here, it would have been a problem to pen him, but yes, the spaced armor on his side was no match for me. Here again, I go on to the next objective. I am just careful because I know there is a PL hiding somewhere around here. I try to shoot at secondary. I didn't manage to hit it, but some of my team will get it on the way. I must prepare for the next phase. Also try to finish off this PL. I get one shot, but I knew it was his last shot from his magazine, so I took that shot just for the sake of speed and climbing out for the last objective here and getting into the top of the hill here. I know I will need a lot of smokes here because the lieutenants will come and they will permanently spot me, so that's why I kept all those smoke magazines for the last phase, because I want to cover myself as much as I can in smoke when the lieutenants come, and to be permanently invisible to them and to all the enemies, so I can pour shot after shot into the enemy here, because it's a bit dangerous that as soon as they mass out into the cap, it will be a bit of a problem to decap the enemy. So yeah, I get spotted here. I use the respawn tool to make my HP back to 100%. I don't want to risk it. Here again I get spotted, I put another smoke, no problem. The enemies are starting to mass out. I am still invisible now because of the smoke, and the reload time between smokes, it's actually very good. It's like 20 seconds. It's more than enough to change your position in 20 seconds and then go for another round of smokes. 3 seconds left on the shot, on the smokes. I know the enemy is starting to pay attention on me, so I just get a little bit back. Now I put the smoke and I can pretty much begin and I can pretty much restart my my raining shots, as I would like to call them. Here I pen the side of the object. One shot now, again detrack, damaged sights, and damaged APS. Destroyed all of them, actually, no damage, just destroyed. It's not. I'm already on 27k damage with all those blind shots that I fired, shot after shot into the object. As you can see, I have that special ability with the accuracy increase, which I can use it once per minute. Accuracy increased and the bonus to camouflage while shooting and standing still. But downside is that you cannot move. The upside is that you get more accuracy and a lot more camouflage. For example, I have with Sabrina and the retrofit with the bonus camouflage while standing still. I get and the special ability activated, I get like 55% camouflage bonus, so that is really good for a sniper. And yeah, and it's only that as I told you before, you do not stay close to the enemy, you get a lot of distance between you and him, so 55% camouflage is more than enough to just be safe and not be spotted as soon as you fire a shot. So yeah, that was the map, the Onyx map. Did I think it was like 30k damage. I think it was more with the blind shots, I don't know, I will see now, I don't remember. Yes, 32k damage with teamwork, that's good. No one in my team died. Blue star. 2 spots, 11 kills, 5 assists, 858 experience. Oh yeah, in conclusion, this tank is a very good sniper in my opinion, especially in global operations where there are some really nice open maps. I think the MGM is a bit better in terms of firepower and in terms of ease of penetration for the enemy, because the more distance you have between you and the enemy, the more damage you do and more penetration you have, so you don't have problems with penetration. But in MGM the downfall is that if you don't pen, you get no damage, and in this tank if you don't pen, you get like 200 damage per minimum. So it actually somehow compensates, and it compensates between him and the MGM that it is really it is faster. It gets to 100 kilometers an hour, as I told you before, and we looked at the stats. Camouflage, again, you don't need that everything that is above 40 or 50% for a sniper is more than enough to get your sniping positions assured that you don't get spotted. I don't compare it to the Gawa, it's not the case. Gawa is a different playstyle. So yeah, overall I think it's a very good sniper, and it does the damage pretty well and pretty certain, in my opinion. I would go for it, I would give it a shot. And yeah, that's all with the Wilk. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one.